Have you ever wondered if locals pay less than tourists? You're probably right. We're about to deep dive into how much tourists actually pay, and if you just walk 15 minutes down the street or take a Grab, how much money you can actually save. So join us as we dive deep into how much you can save on your meats, your produce, your packaged goods, and your drinks. If you just walk down, we're about to compare side by side how much everything costs in the tourist location versus where the locals shop. Come join us and we'll show you how to save money and travel on a budget. Of course, they have all the Coke and Pepsi products. It's usually cheaper to buy the bottle for $10K because the cans, for some reason, with much less volume, are $12K. This is local vodka made in Hanoi, Vietnam, which is north of us, but this is $130K here at Vietnam Select. Definitely buy all your liquor and beer here at Big Mart. There's a huge difference in price. We're going to put all of them on the screen. The Hanoi vodka here is half the price as everywhere else. This is $75K for a fifth. And then we've got your classic Smirnoff, which is also a fifth. And this is $350K per fifth. Of course, when you get to the imported liquors, the price is gonna shoot up dramatically. Your Absolute vodka here, though, is cheaper than anywhere else. It's $420K. One thing you're definitely gonna need in Vietnam is deodorant. We sweat so much here, and you'll see by the time we get to the local market how much we're sweating. Here, this deodorant is 93 dong, and we're going to check out the prices once we get over there. At Dugong Mart, the same deodorant, the Nivea Fresh Energy deodorant, is $65K.
So after a 15-minute walk, you sort of act like you're looking at the Pepsis and the Cokes because the air conditioning from them feels wonderful. Pro tip number 20,000. Her body's glistening.
We are dripping sweat. We just walked in all the way to Dugong Mart, which is a bi-weekly occurrence for us. So here we are, live, raw. So we're sweating, ignore it.
Did you say raw?
Yeah. So toothpaste here at Dugong Mart. This is the local grocery store versus the tourist store. The PS 180 gram toothpaste is $29K here. Let's see if we can find the other brands that we did back at Vietnam Select. Let's go this way. Now they have Colgate. I know we did close up too. 180 grams, $39K here. Water is definitely essential in Vietnam. You cannot drink the tap water, and we go through a lot because if you're walking, you're sweating. So we come here to Big Mart for our water because the Aquafina is the cheapest here. It is $25K here at Big Mart. Pro tip, if you buy a bottle of water you're going to carry around, get one with their little hook because it makes it much easier to carry, and you're going to be carrying water everywhere you go. Fortunately, we have not had the need for this, but we have heard that if you have an upset stomach, this is a drink to drink. This is much cheaper at the local market than it is at the tourist market. Here at Dugong Mart, it's only $17K, whereas at Vietnam Select, it is $27K. Henry loves bread, and we love toast in the morning with our egg. So we get our bread here at Big Mart. It's the same price next door at Dugong Mart. It's $20K. But if you'll see on the screen from the tourist mart, a loaf of bread is $46K. So there's a huge savings in shopping local. Here at Dugong Mart, the Bavinas are $11K. Your local Saigon beer is $13K. And your Heineken Silver is $22K. And then over here, you have your Tiger, which ranges from $19K down to $16K. I think we showed this one at Vietnam Select. So the Budweiser here is $1 each, 25 Vietnamese dong. And it looks like a case is 500 dong for the bottle. At Dugong Mart, you're not really going to find your bottle of Budweiser, but here a can is $19K. They also have all your Monster energy drinks, and over here at Dugong, they are $26K a piece. One difference between the United States and Asia is that Asia does not have all the artificial dyes, colors, and flavors added to their cereals, so the selection can be smaller, but that's a good thing. The price here for this big box of Milo, which is like Cocoa Puff, is $105K. You've got the Weetabix, I don't know what that's like, but it's $168, and then your cornflakes are $90K. You're going to find some really funky flavors of chips here. This one is a decent one, taco flavor. I really like that. But these are $36K here at Vietnam Select. And then you have all of your Lay's chips. And like I said, these flavors can be really funky. And I bet you Lay's, I could just eat one. Your small bags are $8K. Your king size packs are $13K. And then you have the bigger packs, which are... Your party pack is going to be $25K. Of course, all your imported brands are going to be more expensive because they do offer local brands as well. So your Pringles, a regular size can of Pringles, is $65K. And then you have your Lay's stacks, which are $47K for a bigger size of Lay's stack chip. A little bit bigger there. So Mark's going to get some money before we head to the local farmer's market because it is cash only, obviously. Hey, Mark, do not forget to get the ATM card out.
Look, I've only done that twice.
To mine and your card. So pro tip here is if you have a Charles Schwab account, then you can have you can have as many ATM withdrawals with no fees with Charles Schwab. So that's who we use for our banking overseas.
And real pro tip is take your wife to make sure to remind you to get the card out.
Exactly. Another thing we buy very frequently is watermelons. We get them for $15 per kilo, and here they're $25 per kilo. For instance, the bananas here are $35K per kilo, and we get them at the local farmers market for $25 per kilo. Tomatoes is a staple in our diet also. These are $74 per kilo. This little pack right here is $31K. Green beans, snap green beans are $51K per kilo here. We get them for $25K per kilo. Another thing that you'll notice at the grocery store here, Vietnam Select has the largest selection of fruits and vegetables besides the farmer's market. However, it is very hit or miss here. They don't have any whole pineapples today. They don't have any large carrots today. But they have pre-cut pineapple here, which is $35 per kilo. And we pay for an entire pineapple, we pay $20K for the entire pineapple, no matter how big or small it is. See how much better these carrots look at the local farmer's market? These are only $20K per kilo, and they look so fresh and so ready to eat. Butter here at Dugong Mart is significantly cheaper than at Vietnam Select. So here, this 200-gram thing of butter is $59K. This butter is the cheapest one they have here, and it is $97K for 200 grams, and it goes all the way up to $134K for 200 grams here. Now I know in the U.S. the eggs are skyrocketing in price right now. We get local farm fresh eggs for $30K for 10. Here at Vietnam Select, they are $40K. Here's the minimal selection of avocados you have today at Vietnam Select. These are $80K per kilo. Last time we were here, we could not find chicken breasts, so we were extremely happy that we found chicken breasts here this time. We stocked our freezer as soon as we saw them, and we kept refilling it to make sure we didn't run out. This is 500 grams, and it is $57K. bacon. We also buy our bacon at the local store, and we're going to show you that right after this. This is only 200 grams, and it's 119K. Watch right here next for what we get. The best deal on bacon that you are going to find is here at one of the local marts. Everywhere else we've looked, they only sell it in 200 gram packs. This is 1,000 grams of bacon for 180K, and we are going to put on the screen how much just 200 grams costs in every other store. This is going to blow your mind because it just blew mine. These are 120K per kilo. These are shallots. We get them for 25 per kilo at the farmer's market. Toilet paper here is fairly cheap. We are lucky in that we don't have to buy toilet paper, laundry detergent, dish soap, shampoo, or anything like that because our people provide it. But if you do have to get that, this is 9 rolls for 80 Vietnamese dong, which is about $3 and some change US dollars. We'll put it on the screen for you. So that's $9, and it's the plushy kind. It's not the paper thin kind. They've got some here which is thinner, and it looks like it's 12 rolls for 49 Vietnamese dong, which is a little less than $2. You can find your Pantene products. We've seen Tresemme, things like that over here. Sometimes it'll tell you it's shampoo. Sometimes I just have to open it and look at it to see if it's shampoo or conditioner. Here, this is 169 dong. Here at Big Mart, it's the cheapest at 155K. Shaving cream and shaving foam can be rather expensive in Vietnam, and I'm not sure why, but this little can right here, 175 grams, is 105 dong. The shaving foam here, for the same size as a Vietnam Select, is 85K. If you watched our video the other day, you will understand that it is hard to find tampons in Asia. Look, just take a look. See if you can spot them yet. You basically have one choice, and it's going to be all the way down in the corner if you're lucky enough to find them. These are 60 Vietnamese dong for 9.
Just add water, noodles, 23K.
You're not going to find a lot of refrigerated, if any, refrigerated milk in Vietnam. What you will find is boxed milk on the shelf. A liter is 40 dong. Dong Mart also has a better deal on olives. You can find black olives and green olives, which we could not find the first time we were here. Both jars are 98K. Seems like peanut butter usually comes in really small containers, but we found 2 larger containers today, either chunky or smooth, and they're 104K. When you do find it, this is what we buy. Not the one with the shrimp on it, but this one right here for 39K. But since we're comparing prices between tourist prices and local prices, this same mayonnaise at the tourist market is 55K. At the local market, you can save a lot of money if you just walk 15 minutes down the street, and you'll only pay 26K. Salt here is very expensive compared to what we paid at a local stand the other day. This little shaker right here is 135K. We found a very small salt shaker in the tourist location for over 100K. I think it was 135K. This huge bag of salt is only 5K. Bag of rice. They sell it in huge quantities, as you can imagine. This bag of rice at Vietnam Select is the exact bag and brand we get at Big K, which we're going to head there next. It costs 69K here at Vietnam Select. Same rice that we saw at Vietnam Select. We usually get ours here. This one is 60K. You're going to be limited on weight in your luggage, but this is one thing you want to make sure that you pack, because it is very expensive here in Vietnam. Banana Boat sunscreen ranges from 245K all the way up to 409K for one bottle. If you're feeling hangry, you can even find a Snicker bars in Asia. The best place to get it, of course, is local. This one here at Dugong Mart is $20K. It's the cheapest we've found so far. Even though Dugong Mart has the best prices on candy, they may not have the best prices on Oreos. It actually turns out that the most touristy place, Vietnam Slug, has better prices on Oreos. They're only $35K there, as where here they're $52K. And who doesn't love some good old M&Ms? These are $19K. Seems like Dugong Mart has the best prices on candy. We hope this video has helped you decide whether convenience is worth the price. We have compared all the prices in the tourist grocery stores versus the local grocery stores and the farmers market. It is definitely worth the time to go to the local shops and the farmers market, in our opinion. Follow us for more budget-friendly hacks, and if you want to live or visit locally and save your money for more fun things to do, don't forget to subscribe. Comment below on whether you're more about convenience or whether you'd rather save money. And don't forget to be weird. It's more fun.